Hey everybody, this is Captain Yeet here for you for another cartoon talk. This is going to be number 37 and this is going to be Nintendo High. So let's get into it. Now, how did I find Nintendo High? Just screenshots. I literally kept seeing random screenshots of the show on, I was going to say Netflix, on Twitter and on Instagram. I kept thinking, oh wow, these screenshots are really cool because, they kept the captions always Nintendo High. I'm like, oh, okay, so somebody making fan art of what Nintendo characters will look like if they were teenagers in high school. That's pretty cool. Until about 2 weeks ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago, I found on YouTube like every Luigi and Daisy moment in Nintendo High, and I'm like, oh, Nintendo High. Someone that fan art I keep seeing. I'm like, is it like I was someone like dubbing over to the comics that this guy's making or whatever? I watched that. It was pretty cool. Then I watched every moment between Mario and Peach, and then Link and Zelda. I was like, this doesn't seem like dubbing. It seems like something else. And then if you go to their channel, it was somebody else. It wasn't the original YouTuber, Fooly. I think I'm saying that wrong, but it's Foole, if I'm not mistaken. But it wasn't the original YouTuber, but that YouTube was in the channels section of that guy's YouTube channel. So I go click on Flugy, and all of season one through eight, is already out. I'm like, oh, it's a whole cartoon series, okay? So I just watched it. It took me 2 days to watch because I got to like episode 1 through 5, and then I stopped. And the next day I just watched the rest of it. Now, right now, season two, episode 1 is out. Rival, where Sonic comes up, and I don't know, like by the time I got into it, like I just said, season 1 was already out, 1 through 8. Everything was already out. How long season 2 is gonna be? I don't know. And how long does it take between episodes? I don't know. Because by the time I get into it, season 1 was already done. This isn't like a big company making it. It's just like a little fan project. But this fan project, it's like that. I mean, it's like all the details in the background, all the characters that's walking around, everybody designed is so good. Everybody's like regular base teenager design in Nintendo is really dope. Like that. That's what's just what I made the thumbnail. Just showing off all the design because they're really cool. Especially the last 2 episodes because normally this show is just like random whatever's happening after school. Just like get to know the school, right? But then, like the last 2 episodes were connected because that's when they go to prom, and that's when Bowser takes over the school and everything. So Mario and everybody had to team up to defeat Bowser and all the other bad guys around the school. And everybody's like prom design was dope too. Like I really love everybody's prom design. Like this is like I think obviously more than one person animated this, but I think like the main guy doing it like he got something good on his hand. Like this is really good. I mean, this was good. I mean, get this guy a bigger budget because it's not like it's not like Ping's just like jumping around talking. I mean, it's mainly pictures moving around, but they're like more animated than usual. But it's not like a regular cartoon. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like SpongeBob where they're like fluently moving, doing wacky stuff. Obviously this is the fan project, so they can't go all out like that. But I would love this guy to have a bigger budget to where he can make it way more animated for them moving around and stuff like I'm doing. What I'm saying? Like, I would love that. I would love to get this guy a bigger budget. Obviously, I ain't got no money to give. I really don't have money to get this guy. But if I did, I probably would. This seems really interesting. But like I said, it's normally just whatever's happening throughout the week, and then the last 2 episodes of season 1 were connected, where everybody went to prom and everybody had to defeat Bowser. Everybody's design for prom was really cool. Luigi and Daisy, obviously. You got Mario and Peach, obviously. You got Waluigi and Rosalina. Now, I always thought that was more of a fan thing because I never saw in any Nintendo thing that they should get together, but I've always seen people pair those two up. Side note, not tangent, but this doesn't have anything to do with Nintendo High, but I'm talking about Nintendo and Rosalina. I just want to get this off my chest really quickly. When I was a kid, me and my cousin were playing Mario Kart Wii, and we went to Rosalina because we were going over all the characters in the weight classes for some reason. I forgot why, but we went over to Rosalina, and I think it said that she was a heavy character, and I remember I just like I didn't lose my mind, but I was like kind of mad. I was like, why the heck is Rosalina a heavy character? She's like the same size of all the other princesses, like Peach and Daisy. She should be a lightweight. Why the heck is she a heavy character? My cousins had to explain like, oh, in Mario Galaxy, she was technically like as huge as a galaxy or something like that. And she had to like compress herself down to a regular human size so she could interact with everybody else. But she's technically like gigantic, but she's just compressed down, so that's why she's a heavyweight. I remember he told me that I was like, No, I don't care. I remember I was like, man, I don't care. Look at her size. She should be a lightweight. This makes no sense. And he kept explaining to me whatever happened in Mario Galaxy and why she's like should technically be a heavyweight, but I just didn't care. I was like, man, that's dumb. I just remember I kept telling him that was dumb and stupid. She should be a lightweight. Anyway, back to Nintendo High. Everyone has their personality. Like, oh wait, no, my bad. I wanted to mention. I found it really funny how the master hand is the principal. That was pretty funny. Egag, he's like, well, he used to be like a teacher there, but his experience kept going wrong, and now he's like underground. He's like the janitor around the school. Apparently, something's going on with Mario's mom and dad. For some reason, they're not. I don't know if they're dead or they're not around anymore. Because Luigi brought them up in episode 1, and Mario got really mad. He was like, they'll be here. So they're not dead because he was like, they'll be here right now. They live by themselves. So I don't know where they at, but apparently they used to be great heroes because Egag used to know them. And he was like, oh, I think I know you guys. Like, red and green. Okay, that seems familiar. It's like Egag used to know the parents, which is pretty cool. Who else? Oh, Cooking Mama. I thought that was so funny in the Rivals episode. Cooking Mama was a teacher. That was so funny. I remember, I never played it, but my sisters, they loved that game when I was a kid, and we always had like the disc for the Wii. I remember I never played it, but my sister loved it. So Cooking Mama, I like how she's a student there. I can't tell if what's his name, K. Rool. I can't tell if he's a teacher or a student there. I really can't tell. Donkey Kong. I found it funny how like he's buddy with everybody, like all the good heroes, but eventually in the future he becomes a bad guy, right? So they're not gonna be as cool, but his design is pretty cool. I thought it was so funny in like episode 2. And when Mario was like, "Hey yo, Donkey Kong, what's up, man? How we doing?" And then he was like, "Oh, what's up?" Um, no, he was sorry. After he dapped up Mario, he looked at Luigi. And Luigi, was like, "What's up, man?" And Donkey Kong was like, "What's up, Louis?" He was like, "What's up, Louis?" He was like, "Okay, it's whatever." Samus is really cool. We don't see a lot of her. Captain Falcon's pretty cool. His design. I thought it was so funny how like Ripley grabbed Samus and Captain Falcon got mad. He like charged up like crazy. He did his Falcon punch and it did nothing. It did nothing to Ridley. He got slammed. Well, oh, the whole like Mr. L thing. I remember that was like a con. I remember that wasn't a game before. I don't know where it was, but I thought it was kind of cool with the whole Mr. L thing. That song they had was pretty dope though, and Mr. L's voice was pretty nice too. Bowser's not in season 2, episode 1. We don't know what's going on with him. He got rocketed out of here in the last episode of season 1. I did like how I guess something's going on with Fawful, and I loved that game as a kid. Bowser Inside Story with Fawful. That used to be my game. I never finished as a kid, but I remember I got pretty far in it. That game was pretty tough for me. But I remember I got pretty far of it, and the main villain was Fawful because I remember he like tricked, well he like tricked Bowser and made him eat something, and everybody was like messing around with his body, and Fawful took over. The last thing I remember was Bowser finally got to his castle in the game. Fawful took it over. It was that girl pig thing Bowser had to fight. She was tough. I remember another moment. I can't remember what happened after that, but the last thing I really remember was Bowser became gigantic somehow. Fawful made Bowser's castle into like a mech, and Bowser and the mech started fighting. That's like the last thing I remember. But I remember as soon as I saw like Bowser in the tree, and then the camera panned down, that little green head with like that cloak, I was like, Fawful, baby. I was like, that is nice. Okay, that was cool. Sonic came from Sega High. And we see Sega High a little bit to where why Sonic left. He didn't get it. Well, he said he got expelled, but he didn't. He just hated. Well, I guess he somewhat hated it there because Amy used to chase him around. Serg was there too. Eggman kept like bothering him, so he just left and came to Nintendo High. And by the end of this episode, well, the end of season 2, episode 1, he's still at Nintendo High. So I guess he's gonna be here for a while. Tails and Knuckles are there, and they do miss Sonic. So I guess he's gonna go back. Maybe they're gonna come to Nintendo High too. I don't know, but the fact that there's a Sega High, maybe thinking of making a spin-off series, because every time that we cut over to Sega High, unless they didn't have enough, well, no, I was gonna say unless they didn't have enough time to like animate it, but they're working on their own schedule. It's not like they have higher ups saying it has to come out right now. They're working on, these guys are working on their own schedule, so it's whatever. But every time that we pan over to Nintendo High when Sonic was remembering why he left, and then at the end of the episode when we saw Tails and Knuckles there, the background and everything there was like really like it was like white somewhat blue. It's like washed out. Like, we don't really want to show you what's there. We'll show you some of the characters there, not colored in like that. But we'll show you like, we'll show you guys some stuff. We'll show you guys some stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. So either they didn't have enough time, but they're working on their own schedule, or I guess they don't want to show you guys what Sega High really looks like right now, because eventually maybe they might come out with their own spin out series. Maybe they might come out with their own spin-off series. Well, yeah, Sega High, and they might start making Sega High episodes. So they don't want to show you what it looks like just yet. Maybe they want to still think about exactly what they want the school to look like. That'd be pretty cool. They do some Sega High episodes. That'd be dope. That'd be really dope. Like Sonic eventually, I don't know, midway through season 2, Sonic goes back to Sega High. Then they start making some more Sega High episodes. That would be a cool spin-off series. I'll watch that. And Nintendo High. I really love this series. Some funny moments. I said the Louis one. Oh, Donkey Kong when he punched, I kept saying Ridley, K-Rool in the face during the prom thing. He was like, stop. I'm done. My eyes messed up. I can't breathe. I thought we were having a play. I'm done. I'm done. He just walks out. That was pretty funny. The Captain Falcon thing was pretty funny. I thought Luigi having it, cause I thought he did his hair like that during prom. His hair was like super big and stuff like that. I thought he did his hair, but apparently he was wearing something, because it was Zelda, Link, Mario, Daisy, Luigi. I think that's everybody. Mario, Peach, Luigi, Daisy, Zelda, and Link. They all went inside of the photo booth to take pictures, and Luigi was like in the background, so he came up and his hair was taking up the whole thing, and Mario just snatched the thing off his head. He was like, man, put this away. He was like, put this away. This is ridiculous. I mean, I don't know why they made Pit so dumb. I never played the games. I always saw like the little animations on my Nintendo video, but I don't think he's that dumb, but he's like really dumb. In this show, in Dark Pit, he just hates him. I mean, he just hates this guy. I don't know why Pit is so dumb, but it's funny though. It's kind of funny how he's so dumb. And Lady Palutena, like I took some of these screenshots because it was so like everybody walking up to prom and the outfits were so dope. I remember Pit was walking like this next to Lady Palutena. I'm like, yeah, got a date, boys. Lady Palutena right here. Oh, the joke about Hyrule's history. That was funny. Mario was like, man, Hyrule history, man. I'm going to fail this class. It's so confusing. There's so many timelines. Like, they kept bringing that up. I remember Zelda was like, come on, Link, we got to study for the Hyrule history. He was like, yeah, I know. It's just so confusing. So many timelines. He was like, so many timelines. But Luigi, he aced it. I thought it was a really cool scene where when they were taking over the school, when Bowser took over the school and Mario and Luigi were trying to help it. No, my bad. I'm thinking of something else. Mario and Luigi had to clean up the school because they got in trouble with Waluigi and Wario. My bad. And EGAT gave him the vacuum thing to suck up the ghost and Flood. But when they first got him, Flood was on Luigi and Mario had the vacuum. So I was like, oh, okay, so they're gonna switch it up. But then they were like, nah, this doesn't feel right. So then they switched, and Luigi's supposed to have the vacuum and Mario have Flood. That was pretty cool. I liked how when they were fighting all the crocodile enemies to free Donkey Kong, Mario and Luigi did some of their moves from Inside the Story. Well, from Inside Story. Plus, they had some other games where it was like that, like RPG, but I forget what they were called. I remember there was one with Luigi's Dreams. There was another one with something. What was it? I forget. The only one I know was Bowser's Inside Story. That's the only one I played. There was like 2 other ones that came out, but I didn't play those. But they did those combo moves just like that because he grabbed Luigi and they started to spin and they hit a crocodile and it was like perfect and it looked like the same exact thing like the games. I'm like, okay, like this guy knows what he's doing. This guy's a Nintendo fan. This guy's a hardcore Nintendo fan. He knows what he's doing. It's so cool. There's little details like that. So I like that. I really like that. It's so cool. I really like that little animation they did. I'm trying to think of what else to talk about because, I'm 14 minutes in. It's not too bad. I could end it now, but just trying to make sure I get all my covers basics. Like I said, I hate since I don't have editing software. I hate it when I cut off a video and I lay down. I'm waiting for it to upload. And I remember something. I'm like, oh, I should have said that, but it's too late. It's too late now. The video's already uploaded. It's out there. So whatever I gotta say, I gotta put in the comments. So that kind of sucks. Let's see. Mario did almost make Bowser come good, but everybody started dogging him. Everybody just started dogging him. I thought that was pretty funny. Um, let's see. Before that, I thought it was kind of sweet. I ain't gonna front. Some of the Mario and Peach moments, and Daisy and Luigi moments, and Zelda and Link moments, they were pretty funny. Like, I remember, I remember Peach was like, "Hey Mario, you want to go to the dance? You know, I heard it's like gonna be amazing." He said, "The dance, man, nah, that's gonna suck, man. I don't like dances." And she just started pouting away. What? What I do? Zelda's just looking at him like, "Come on, man. How oblivious can you be?" Uh, Luigi like talking to Daisy. It's just so that dynamic is just so funny. Like the athlete girl, like tough as nails, and Luigi's all shy. He can barely say anything. Like, and I just thought that was so funny, especially when he finally he beat he beat his little Mr. L group in front of Daisy, but then someone came out of nowhere and grabbed him. And Daisy was like, "Get off my man!" And she just jumped up and looked like an animal. Just started beating whoever that was down. I thought that was pretty funny too. Um, can't remember anything. I thought it was kind of funny how like all the girls loved Link and he was running away. He jumped into the trash can to hide, and then Zelda just started dragging. Oh, I just remembered. I thought it was hilarious how this man Waluigi just went to a whole musical number when he saw Rosalina. She was just so beautiful. He just started singing about how they could be together, but they couldn't. But they got together by the end of the series, and his outfit was pretty dope too. And then, but right after Waluigi was done singing about Rosalina, he ran away. And then Wario like came over a picture and started crying because he was looking at Waluigi. I'm like, are you crying because you're finna lose your friend, or are you crying because you want Waluigi? I didn't know what to think about that one. I didn't know. He was thinking, oh man, if he starts dating her, I'm gonna lose my friend. I don't know if he was thinking, I want Waluigi. I don't know. I don't know, because he doesn't talk. Literally, every time he shows up, he's just eating, laughing, or just eating. He's just standing there. He doesn't like Waluigi doesn't talk. This man doesn't talk at all. I don't know why this man just doesn't talk at all. It's so ridiculous. Yeah, that's all I can really remember. So I guess that's about it. I can't wait for season 2, episode 2. I can't wait for that. Like I said, I don't know what the waiting period is between episodes because by the time I got into it, season 1 was already done. So I guess like maybe I'm gonna say for me, I guess I don't know how big that guy's team is to animate this stuff and the voice actors and everything. I don't know, but I'm gonna say at least 2 months between episodes, 2 maybe 1. I don't know. I honestly I don't know, but hey, I can't wait for it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna like it. It still is really good. I hope you guys can check it out too. If you guys need to, I'll send a link to episode 1 in the bio. I did put some of the I did like put some of the Daisy and Luigi moments and Mario, Peach, and Zelda in my Just Stuff playlist, but that's like way at the bottom, and it's like 1,000 plus things in there. So I'll put the link to like episode 1 in the I don't know how to put it. I'll put it in the comics. I don't know how to put it in the description, but I'll put it in the comics. So yeah, like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all later. I thank you all for watching. I thank you all out there for being wonderful human beings, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Oh yeah, that's right. Before I leave, I was gonna say that since they're trying to bring out this whole plot with Mario and Luigi's parents, I just wanted to say I don't know if they ever talked about that or just try to hint at anything in the games. I do play Nintendo games every now and then, but I don't like have my own Nintendo. The last like Nintendo console I had was like the Wii. I had a Nintendo 64. Remember my sister sold it. Then I had the Wii. I had a 3DS, and that's like the last Nintendo console I had. I never get the Wii U. I always wanted the Wii U. I never get the. I don't have the Switch, but I do want a Switch. But whenever a new Mario game does come out, I'll watch playthroughs and stuff. But from my knowledge, even the games like way back in the game before I was born, I don't remember them ever trying. I don't remember ever hearing them trying to hint to who Mario and Luigi's parents were, unless it was like in a cartoon. I love the. Y'all remember the Mario cartoon, the Mario Brothers? That was cool. It was like half live action and half like animated. I loved that show as a kid. But anyway, I don't know if they ever try to hint or anything about their parents or whatever they're doing with their parents in this show. Might be just completely new, whatever this guy wants to do. But if not, then I don't know. I get that was in like the back of my head. I kept thinking I gotta say this before I cut off the video. But anyway, I'll see everybody later. Thank you all for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for being wonderful human beings. See you guys next time. Bye bye.